ไลค์แชร์ Subscribe
For comparison with RPGs, the characteristics of various models of Panzerfaust are provided here. Panzerfaust 30 gross. Launcher caliber 44 mm. Warhead caliber 140 mm. Length with warhead 1045 mm. Loaded weight 5.1 kilograms. Muzzle velocity 30 meters per second. Effective range 30 meters. Armor penetration 200 millimeters. Panzerfaust 60. Launcher caliber 50 millimeters. Warhead caliber 140 millimeters. Length with warhead 1045 millimeters. Loaded weight 6.1 kilograms. Muzzle velocity 45 meters per second. Effective range 60 meters. Armor penetration 200 millimeters. Panzerfaust 100. Launcher caliber 60 millimeters. Warhead caliber 140 millimeters. Length with warhead 1045 millimeters. Loaded weight 6.8 kilograms. Muzzle velocity 62 meters per second. Effective range 100 meters. Armor penetration 200 millimeters. Panzerfaust 150. Launcher caliber 60 millimeters. Warhead caliber 105 millimeters. Length with warhead 1051 millimeters. Loaded weight more than 6 kilograms. Muzzle velocity 82 meters per second. Effective range 150 meters. Armor penetration 200 millimeters. The 1944 experimental 30 mm RPG-1, aka LPG-44. RPG-1 characteristics. Bore caliber 30 mm. Warhead caliber 70 mm. Launcher length 1000 mm. Projectile length 425 mm. Launcher weight 2 kilograms. Projectile weight 1.6 kilograms. Muzzle velocity 40 meters per second. Effective range 75 meters. Armor penetration 150 millimeters. Rate of fire 4 to 6 rounds per minute. RPG-2 characteristics. Bore caliber 40 millimeters. Warhead caliber 80 millimeters. Launcher length 950 millimeters. Projectile length with propellant charge attached 665 millimeters. Launcher weight 2.86 kilograms. Projectile weight with propellant charge attached 1.84 kilograms. Muzzle velocity 84 meters per second. Effective range 150 meters. Armor penetration 200 millimeters. Rate of fire 4 to 6 rounds per minute. RPG-4 characteristics. Bore caliber 45 millimeters. Warhead caliber 83 millimeters. Launcher length approximately 900 millimeters. Launcher weight 4.7 kilograms. Projectile weight with propellant charge attached 1.9 kilograms. Muzzle velocity 84 meters per second. Effective range 300 meters. Armor penetration 220 millimeters. Rate of fire 4 to 6 rounds per minute. RPG-7 characteristics. Bore caliber 40 millimeters. Warhead caliber PG-7 85 millimeters. PG-7M 70 millimeters. Launcher length 950 millimeters. Projectile length with propellant charge attached PG-7 899 millimeters. PG-7M 951 millimeters. Launcher weight 2.86 kilograms. Projectile weight with propellant charge attached PG-7 2.25 kilograms. PG-7M 1.84 kilograms. Muzzle velocity PG-7 117 meters per second. PG-7M, 140 meters per second. Effective range, 150 meters. Armor penetration, PG-7, 260 millimeters. PG-7M, 300 millimeters. Rate of fire, 4 to 6 rounds per minute. Note, PG-7M projectile introduced in 1969. RPG-7 cutaway. RPG-7 ammunition. Soviet PG-2 heat, 80 mm, 1.84 kilograms. Soviet PG-7 heat, 85 mm, 2.25 kilograms. Soviet PG-7M heat, 70 mm, 1.98 kilograms. Soviet PG-7L heat, 93 mm, 2.6 kilograms. Soviet PG-7R tandem heat, 105 mm, 4.5 kilograms. Russian TBG-7 thermobaric, 105 mm, 4.5 kilograms. Russian OG-7 He/Frag, 40 mm, 1.76 kilograms. Russian OG-7V He/Frag, 40 mm, 2 kilograms. Iranian Nafez heat, 80 mm, 1.52 kilograms. Slovakian PG-7M 110 heat, 110 mm, 3.15 kilograms. Chinese Type 2 heat, 94 mm, 2.8 kilograms. Chinese Type 3, 80 mm, 2.26 kilograms. Chinese Airburst He/Frag, 75 mm, 2.62 kilograms. PG-16 heat, 65 mm, 2.05 kilograms. RPG-7 firing sequence. RPG-16 characteristics. Bore caliber, 58.3 mm. Warhead caliber, 65.2 mm. Launcher length, 1,104 mm. Projectile length with propellant charge attached, 980 mm. Launcher weight, 10.3 kilograms. Projectile weight, 2.05 kilograms. Muzzle velocity, 130 meters per second. Effective range, 800 meters. Armor penetration, 300 millimeters. Rate of fire, 5 to 6 rounds per minute. Other RPGs. Besides the reloadable RPG-2, 7, and 16, there are a number of other shoulder-fired weapons designated RPGs. RPG-18 Muka, 64 mm, single shot, similar to the USM-72 Law, 1975. RPG-22 Netto, 73 mm, single shot, 1985. RPG-26 Aglin, 73 mm, improved RPG-22, 1990. RPG-27 Tavalga, 105 mm, enlarged RPG-26, tandem warhead, 1992. RPG-29 Vampire, 105 mm, heavy breech reloadable, 1989. RPG-30, 105 mm, upgraded RPG-27 with 30 mm precursor rocket, 2009. RPG-32 Hashem, 105 mm, breech reloadable, 2007. RPG-75 Kabulka, 68 mm, single shot, Czechoslovakia, 1980. RPG-76 Komar, 68 mm, single shot, Poland, 1995. RSHG-1, 105 mm, RPG-27 with thermobaric warhead, 2001. RSHG-2, 73 mm, RPG-26 with thermobaric warhead, 2001. Chinese Type 69-1 characteristics. Bore caliber, 40 mm. Warhead caliber, 80 mm. Launcher length, 910 mm. Projectile length with propellant charge attached, 926 mm. Launcher weight, 5.6 kilograms. Projectile weight with propellant charge attached, 2.1 kilograms. Muzzle velocity, 120 meters per second. Effective range, 500 meters. Armor penetration, 150 millimeters. Rate of fire, 4 to 6 rounds per minute. East German AGI 3x40 characteristics. Bore caliber, 40 mm. Warhead caliber, 72 mm. Launcher length, 958 mm. Projectile length, 603 mm. Launcher weight, more than 11 kilograms. Projectile weight, 2.25 kilograms. Muzzle velocity, 90 meters per second. Effective range, 200 meters. Indirect fire, 550 meters. Rate of fire, 6 rounds per minute. North Vietnamese B-50 characteristics. Bore caliber, 50 mm. Warhead caliber, 100 mm. Launcher length, 1,321 mm. Projectile length with propellant charge attached, 1,041 mm. Launcher weight, 11.7 kilograms. Projectile weight with propellant charge attached, 4.5 kilograms. Effective range, 150 meters. Armor penetration, 230 millimeters. Rate of fire, 3 to 4 rounds per minute. Helicopter ambush, Vietnam. The Vietnamese resistance men were quick to recognize the danger of helicopters. It transports U.S. soldiers to specific areas, bypassing natural obstacles and resistance forces. In areas where clearings suitable for helicopter landing zones were scarce, the Vietnamese resistance often established an ambush force armed with machine guns and a light portable weapon such as the RPG, which proved to be devastating to landing and departing helicopters. Here 3 resistance fighters, armed left to right, with a North Vietnamese-made B-40, Chinese-made Type 56, and Soviet RPG-7 engage UH-1H Huey helicopters on a hot landing zone. In actuality, the launchers would have been spread out more and interspaced with machine gunners and riflemen. Here we see the mechanical sight of the RPG-7 during the engagement of moving target. The RPG-7's muzzle velocity is 117 meters per second. Approximately 11 meters into its flight, the rocket ignites to propel the warhead to 294 meters per second. The PG-7 warhead self-destructs approximately 920 meters from the launcher. Slaughter of the tanks, Grozny, Chechnya. The Russians entered Grozny with no practical tactics for the situation they faced. There were no front lines or identifiable defended areas. The Chechen resistance would conduct hit-and-run attacks and ambushes on Russian incursions probing into the destroyed city. The Russians usually placed their T-90 tanks, often fitted with ERA, in the lead as they were better protected against RPGs. The more vulnerable BMP-1 APCs and other supporting AFVs were to the rear providing covering fire. Chechen attacks could come from any direction and usually from multiple directions. They would open fire, not all at once, but with a phased planning to knock out lead and rear AFVs, command vehicles, and intended to separate the dismounted infantry and supporting vehicles from the tanks.
Like, share, subscribe.